Good afternoon. Welcome to your favorite weekly current affairs program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. My name is Ego Sagmonlao. I can assure you that today's program will be as entertaining, educative as ever. On today's show, we're looking at the recent directive of the president that additional policemen of over 20,000 are to be recruited. Directive has also been given that the military should also recruit soldiers. Now, this is because of the very disturbing rate of insecurity in parts of Nigeria. Edo State is not exempted. We know that the governor of Edo State, Modukpewolo, is doing what is necessary to tame or to curb the security threats in Edo State, but there's still insecurity. Very disturbing. I have very distinguished personalities who will dissect this issue with me today. I have a clergyman who is also a member of the police, how do you call that your organization?
PCROC.
PCROC, you know, is the civilian body that normally work with the police to provide security. He's a member. And we also have with us, he's a member, Dr. Emeka Ekuga. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Obala.
And we also have with us a very renowned analyst, a lecturer. He's also a clergyman as well, Dr. Maxwell Osagi. Nice to have you with us today.
Thank you, Osa. Viewers, good afternoon.
So, I must tell you that my guests, they are very disturbed because of the insecurity in Nigeria. But the very first question is, do we think that this rush style, this quick fix intention of Mr. President of recruiting over 20,000 policemen, recruiting additional personnel into the military, will solve this problem? We'll start with Dr. Maxwell Osagi.
Okay, thank you. I think the recruitment altogether is about 50,000. You know, there was an initial order he gave before, so with additional one that he has now there. Well, whichever way we look at it, whether we call it quick fix or early bird fix,
Yes.
at the end of the day, what we want to just see is a system that is secure.
Yes.
Where each and every one of us can be free to do our normal running and greener pasture stuff. But as you know, an average Nigeria government is not providing anything for you. So on a daily basis, everybody wakes up and just try to see what they can do to feed themselves and their family. It's not easy. So on that, the only thing which we could say that the government is really, we can say government is doing, is the security. Because if we say road now, we cannot tell. If you say pipe and water, we cannot tell. Electricity, we cannot tell. So I think the only thing which an average Nigeria require from this current government, or even those that have been there before, just secure the environment for us. You are not giving us water, we are producing our waters. You are not giving us electricity. Many of us now are now reverting back to, or resorting back to solar. There is no road. We go to mechanic on a daily basis. We are not complaining. Because those ones, you can actually tell that, yes, something you can manage yourself.
Yes.
Or you know, when one person hold gun here, if we are 50, that person is stronger than the 50 of us.
You are right. Absolutely.
So that's the art of crime. If one person is with gun and we are 50 here, the person is stronger than 50 of us. Except 2 or 3 want to sacrifice their life for the remaining.
Yes.
That's when you say. But you know,
Nobody
those kind of things, nobody
is
willing to do that. So I think we would say that is not a good bet. Let them just do something.
Okay.
I think let them just do so.
Okay, thank you for your opening remarks. We really want a secured Nigeria. Dr. Mecca Ekuga, your PCROC, police community relations, you work with the police, So do you think this is a welcome development?
Well, of course, it's coming a little bit late.
Okay.
I can say it for free that when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was campaigning, one of the things he promised was to secure Nigerians, because he has seen it coming. He saw it before he decided to run for #1 of this nation. And he also promised that there's going to be recruitment. He gave order for recruitment. Yeah. But unfortunately, nothing of that nature. And if you ask me why, I will tell you, those who want to go into force, we are afraid. And up to tomorrow, they are still afraid. Some of them, if you ask me, I will tell you, they were afraid. Recruit them now. Take them to where the war is more severe. And you withdraw. It happened in the Bible. You withdraw, perhaps they will be killed. Another danger, another fear that made some of the youths didn't go into that issue of recruiting into the force was that by the time you recruit them, there is no welfare. They are not being taken care of.
But the government has always said that the welfare of security personnel
are being
adequately taken care of.
But if you ask them,
they've increased salaries. We've seen even policemen being promoted. We've seen so many videos of policemen being promoted.
Many of them will tell even when they are being promoted,
yes,
it's just to hang something on their shoulder. Nothing to be shown about that.
We don't have evidence of that. We believe that money must be added once you are promoted.
You see, I agree with you, because we can come up here and we are not alleging. But if the welfare of those who are securing lives and properties are being taken proper care of, I don't think we'll have issues. They will walk with their blood. They will sacrifice everything you can think about. How much is the what do you call it? A Nigerian policeman's salary, basic salary. How much? Compared to the situation on ground, compare to the hunger in the land. A bag of rice before now is how much? A bag of rice is more expensive than the salary of a first man. Make this analysis, find out. And this is why you see them, nobody before. If you are a first man, you are a policeman, or you are an army man, that is, you are in the force. You would want your child to also follow after you. But let me ask you, how many first men today bring their children or want their children to follow after them? You should ask, make inquiries. But all biddies, I think coming in today, Dr. Maxwell has told us it's about 50 put together now. If we have 50,000 policemen, army men put together, I think we will have a little sense of belonging, sleeping, closing our eye a little bit. If they are being taken care of, if their welfare packages are being taken care of, not when you recruit them, you send them to a particular state, there is no allowances attached to it. That's why you even see them stand and start collecting money from motorists. That's why you see them, if you come now, have an issue, you have to pay to secure somebody's bail. That's why you see them doing all these things, even though it has been coming from time. Their welfares are not being properly taken care of. If they do that now, I am sure we get a better
Okay.
force men in this nation.
Thank you for your comments. Let me quickly state that the comments of my guests are their personal opinions expressed on this program, not a reflection of the station's policy or statement. Well, I must quickly add here that we don't have the evidence of the basic salaries of policemen, but I believe that when policemen are promoted, they also have increase in salaries. And we also know that the bags of rice, we have bags of rice now less than 100. So I want to believe that policemen also earn more than that. But all the same, that does not remove the point being made by Dr. Emeka Ekuga. What he's saying is that welfare of policemen should be adequately taken care of. Visit the barracks. Are you impressed with the kind of building they stay, the kind of accommodation? So that's part of welfare. So barracks should also be done. We've gotten a recent report now from the federal government where they said they want to renovate stations and all of that.
Training center.
Training centers is very important. You see where policemen are being trained. Sometimes you weep. So I'm happy the federal government want to improve that, because all that, join together, make up welfare, not only salaries.
If you
so
recruit them, also equip them properly.
Okay. So Dr. Maxwell, my fear and the fear of some persons. Now, these recruitments, some persons believe that it could be infiltrated by even criminals. Or do you think there are better ways that they could do it to prevent criminals taking advantage of joining our force so that they can legally have weapons and become a threat?
Okay, thank you. In line with what you have asked,
yes.
Before I come back to the question of infiltration, but when we talk about the salary package of Nigeria workers vis-a-vis when we look at the police force or in general the entire force. My father happens to be a retired policeman.
Okay.
My wife's father happens to be a retired policeman.
Okay. So you have police collection.
The two fathers.
Yeah.
The two fathers.
So you know about police very well, more than every one of us.
I know. Just because what Doc said,
yes.
Dr. Mecca said, the question we keep asking our parents, the even which I say asked my father-in-law.
Yes.
Why is it that you people don't want your children? Even then, we could classify that things were a bit better.
Okay.
In their time. Why is it that you don't want your children to enter force? Now, the rottenness of Nigeria force is not today. It's been there. And it's born out of the fact that this recruitment process comes from an angle of quarters. And that quarters which has to do with the local government. You bring this, you bring that, you bring that, you bring that. By the time this local government is not complete, they look for any means to ensure that it's complete. And anybody can go. That was then. So you now find a system that is so rotten that at the end of the day, it's just all about, as you know, Nigerians, it's just all about too many personal interests. Someone can look at something that will benefit 500%, but because his interest has not been met on that, so those 500% can go and die. Just because of him. And that's why you find out that we are where we are till tomorrow.
Today.
Yes, without putting into proper perspective the collective will and the view of others towards that thing. Now, not until we desist from this kind of art, we will continue to have a system. If you say, oh, fine, the salary to police is too me and everything, that's why. But we have when the system was a bit better. They were still collecting this money. We still see them in the roadblock that time collecting money. I grew up to meet them collecting money in the roadblock. So it's not a matter of, I grew up to meet police collecting money on the road. Very soon I will become a grandfather. Police is still collecting money on the road. So it's not just all about the salary.
Yes.
It's all about the greediness that have embedded our society.
Corruption.
That no matter what the government pay, no matter what the salary, is everywhere. We just see people who are not okay with what, there are their life have been so designed in such a way that even when they earn millions or billions, if you don't bring that 20,000 to add to it, the thing is not complete. So we just have people like that, and these are the people. It's not just all about infiltrating the system with criminals. We have people who don't carry gun, who don't give information, but they are worse. They are worse.
Dr. Sagi.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, I understand. No, I wasn't.
I wanted to make an input.
Yeah.
Based on what you've just said now.
Yes.
Now, they've started collecting this money before you were born.
Yes, sir.
Let's come this way. You paid me my salary. Is my salary part of the money I should use to buy fuel and put in a petrol van? You paid me my salary. Is my salary part of the money I should use to buy a bullet to put in the firearm you gave to me?
Okay.
You paid me my salary. Is my salary part of the money I should use to maintain the patrol van? Because I have come to understand that one of the reasons why you see them doing what they're doing is still based on that inability for those who employ them to fix things right. My brother, I am not saying don't quote me this time around. I know it is my opinion. Yeah. But whether you agree with me or not, if you go to any of the stations, you see the kind of vehicles they carry. If they give you as a person to dash you, you won't take it. I'm telling you, sir. And the same vehicle you want to use to pursue criminals who are well equipped. But thank God today, I'm seeing new vans. If you come to Government House today, you see the beautiful patrol vans the governor has purchased, distributed to most of the area commands, state commands, and the divisional.
Want to see those vehicles being used?
No, I have a different perspective.
But before now, these men maintain their vehicle themselves. Even when this vehicle is being donated to them, I don't know if there is anything like money budgeted specially for maintenance of these vehicles. Is it properly used?
That's the question that we should
Are you getting me?
Be debating.
Police cannot be calling you as a civilian and say, come and support us to repair our motor. Neither should police say, if they don't collect money on the highway or anywhere they mount to check, they will be able to fuel those vehicles. Was there any room made for all these things? If there is, why is it not properly monitored?
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's just get
in line with this.
Dr. Master.
For every organization, there is budget.
Okay.
Police as an institution is not out of this same normal standard.
Okay.
There is a budget.
Yes.
Now the question, has there been any governor who we see local government buying cars? Because you discover that the problem Nigeria has is that when the things comes to government matter, nobody wants to take responsibility for anything. So you could see someone using his car for 10 years. 10 years.
Yes.
But government will buy a car that will not last for 1 year.
It's terrible.
So to see, there are questions we need to start asking. Because we said it's government, now all the Hilosys and all the cars that Oshomole purchased, Obaseki purchased, Igbinedion purchased, what's his name? Oyegu purchased. I'm using those states as a case study now. As former governor. Can you tell me where they are? But some of us have cars that we have been using for the past 10 years. Have we packed them? No. So there is this, if you are collecting the money, the way the police are collecting the money now, you collect the money on the road.
But it's wrong to collect money.
Which is alien. It's alien. In 21st century, a country like Nigeria shouldn't be found in
There's
such an act.
there's a time they even
So
stopped
if-
checkpoints and all
because
of
there are
that.
things.
But they are back again.
There are things that actually make some persons to say, I want to enter this place. Oh, because he or she just saw that there are several ways you can make money. You go to police station, you bail, you pay money. There is no matter.
Bail is
there
free.
is no matter you bring to police station that you enter police station. If your pocket enter police station and empty, you are not going to live there. Oh. Because it's a normal thing that we all know in this country.
But bail is free.
Yeah, that's what they will tell you. But go there with your pocket empty. There is no bail that you will say now in any police station that you will live there. You say you have 10,000 naira, you will live. Where? In this country. So if you aggregate all this amount they are collecting on a daily basis, let's leave salary. Is it not enough? Only for bail. Is it not enough to buy fuel?
Do you know whether they use
Okay,
Do we repair?
do you know whether they use the money to buy files?
Gentlemen,
So why am I saying it? I will
Yes.
come back to your question. Why am I saying it? There is this greed that is worrying all of us. That staying with our salary has become a big problem. Of which that same salary is enough to take care of our basic.
Okay, but
basic
you have to answer
But
this,
in terms
Dr.
of the
Maxwell.
filtrating aspect of it.
no, before you
Okay.
answer that,
Okay.
based on what you have said now, are you saying that this issue of some policemen allegedly collecting bribe and all of that, do you
Allege.
think...
Do you say allege? Allege?
Are you saying that has increased the insecurity? Are you saying it's
Oh,
what
so
is
we are not
leading to
talking
it?
about in the room they are collecting money.
Yes.
Just go out now.
Okay.
What you call allege is that
No, we don't have the evidence.
even you. This is serious. So what stop the journalists from carrying video and just video a session of police where they are and with all the where I know that the police force is doing their best
Yes.
to remove all these greedy people out of the system. It's not easy. Okay. In any system, you know, you have the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's just that once one bad happens, it covers 15 good.
Yeah.
So they are doing their
Are
best.
you saying that is leading to insecurity? Or
Yes,
it's not a good
seriously,
thing?
seriously.
'Cause you need to let
No,
us
seriously,
understand.
because get it clear.
Okay.
Get it clear. Because when you look at all these things, if I have to bring a case, I know I will always settle myself out financially. It means that there is no issue. Because we have a system where do it first, go to court. Now that go to court also boils down to the same thing we are talking about. We are told here, we were informed here, judiciary, they increase their salary with over, I think about 300%. Till tomorrow, our judges, you heard your president. So this is not alleged now. I'm quoting the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, where he said that the judges should live above corruption. Invariably, what does that word mean? And logically speaking, you people are corrupt. That's what that word means. If you look at the logical explanation for it. So if someone that the salary was increased by 30%, 300%, and he's still looking into what the politician will bring before he can judge, look for a technical terms to say this case is dead and everything. That's a problem. We have a systemic problem that we must clear. In terms of the fear of people invading the system who are not real, it has to do with the recruitment process. Because if you know how the home you came from, my father said, when you know the home you came from, you know how to sit in the public. I expect that at this point in time, the leadership of the armed forces should be able to sit down and say, okay, fine, and we need to tighten our recruitment process. But the greatest problem we have now, just like Dr. Emeka said, nobody is willing to go in. Because for an average Nigeria, social media has shown that, oh, you see someone in the war front, he said, we have been abandoned, though. They want to kill us and everything. And you are hearing someone, he said, they are killing us, so they have killed 5. Can you see it? And you yourself, you are now doing press up. You said you want to enter Nigeria army. About to go and die. Nobody wants to. So if you ask me, I cannot tell you that I have an in-law. My wife, younger sister, is an army. The husband is an army. I have been preaching to them. quit.
No, you can't say. You
No,
can't do that. You
please.
can't do that.
The reason why
we need
no.
we need more people to join
Sir,
the Nigerian army
sir, I am
to
telling
secure
you,
lives and property.
Sir, the kind of prayer we are praying
Yes.
on a daily basis when we hear that they are in the war front and everything. Sir, sometimes 2 weeks we not hear, we they pray. I'm telling you. So let me allow God to rest. By disturbing God, allow God to rest. Let them quit.
But
Okay.
whether is
Because the system is not taking care of
whether
them.
it's
Dr.
the family
Maxwell.
members or not, whether
Yes.
it's family members or not, definitely you must pray, because others, their children are also there. So all of us cannot be there. Somebody must have to be there.
Sir, there is
We
a part of.
are
there is a
encouraging
pa-
the recruitment.
Yes, we are encouraging the
Yeah, we are
recruitment.
We must take a break now.
Okay, thank
We'll
you.
come back to you, Dr. Master and Dr. Emeka. I hope you are enjoying the program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. We must encourage able-bodied men and women to join the Nigerian Army, to join the Navy, to join the Air Force, to join the police. All we are saying is that be eligible. Ensure that you have the right credentials and you are fit. Because you need to fight for your fatherland. You need to protect lives and property. Government need you to join. My guests have just expressed fears because of what they have seen. But we are expectant that things will change
better.
and things will get better. But they will talk more on this topic after this break. What a delight to have you back, especially those of you that started the program with us, spending 60 minutes with us. We do not take it for granted. We are really delighted to have you. And my guests, Dr. Emeka Ekuga, and of course, Dr. Maxwell Osage, they have been able to express their fears and advise government to really do what is right. The responsibility or the duty of any government is to provide security of lives and property. But some persons can't travel now on the road. They are scared. Not everybody can afford flight tickets. They are very expensive. So most people still travel on using normal roads. And they are scared until they get to where their destination, their family members cannot celebrate. It's as bad as that. So we must tackle this. And the federal government say, okay, one of the ways is additional recruitment. The President Tinubu, is known for saying that recruit people. But the problem now is that most of the youths refuse to be enlisted. We've seen an army officer that has said that the quota for some eastern states, they are not filled. The quota for some states, they are not filled. They are telling Nigerians now, come and join. They are not forcing anybody, but they say, come and join. We need to encourage our brothers and sisters, the youths, able-bodied youths, to join the police, to join the military, and serve their fatherland. We have no other country. Everybody cannot japa. We must help our country. Well, my guests have a lot to say. Dr. Emeka Ekuga. Now, insecurity is staring us in the face. It's no longer news. But how do we tackle it? What's the way forward now should be, how do we tackle this problem?
We've been talking about insecurity.
Yes.
Years back till now, we are still talking about insecurity. It's not peculiar to Nigeria. Let's get this fact. But why it is a troubling thing to this nation is how rampant it becomes.
Okay.
And I think President Ashwaju Tinubu should this time get it right. Especially now the United States is a kind of becoming a threat to this nation. Sometimes if you can't do something as you ought to do, an outsider should be able to motivate you to do it. I overheard our former president made a statement and said if the government cannot fix it, we have the right to invite the international community. Now, everywhere you go today, you see insecurity. You travel on the road, is a problem. You sleep. I watched one of a family, a man and his wife. I watched it. I wouldn't know whether it was very real. It was in social media.
Okay.
Domain. I watched it. He just drove into his house, and before he came out from the car, when I watched it, I saw the door of the car open, and the family members were crying, commenting, and they were recording them. Okay. So they carried this man, carried this woman, passed within where they built some houses in their community, and took them off. Up to today, we've not had. I've not had anything whether they have been released. On Monday, in my junction in my village in Imo State, between Owerri to Aba, Mbotokoha Junction, a vehicle loaded with full passengers from Owerri going to Aba was hijacked and kidnapped. Everybody, all the occupants in that vehicle was kidnapped. Now, what are the reasons to all the extents? That I cannot easily say. But if you still look very well, it still boils down on the negligence of leadership. Power. This is where this insecurity comes up. You want to become anything in the state. You didn't merit it, but you want to take it by force. And by this time, you have to bring in all manner of boys around you, equip them with weapons. I asked a friend the other day, how did these weapons pass our border to come into our states? Was there not men that are assigned to, watch over this, our borders? Some, they say they pass through river. They use ship to ship all this equipment or this arms.
Illegal arms.
Illegal arms. Some said it was through air. Where are the navies? Before a ship from America or from Asia or anywhere enter this country, are the navies not aware? Now, before any aircraft land in anywhere in this Nigeria, in any of the airport, are the Air Force not aware?
Agency.
Then before you pass through our border, for whatever reason, where are the security personnel mounted in that border? You find out that before they get to that border, an information has been given to them, so is coming in. Don't near there. This is where the problem is. And until the president and those working around him tighten up, it will be very difficult. Because when you give a young man gun to say, protect me, and all of a sudden, you are not even taking care of that young person. Before you know it, you use the gun to get what he wants. Especially in a country that is too porous like our country. Nobody cares. The issue of insecurity is a very bad cankerworm that has eaten up everywhere today. But let's hope and trust that as the Mr. President is putting effort now, through the fire the Americans are kind of, trying to ignite, I'm sure we are going to get it better. Let me come in here in the area of Christopher Musa, a former, what do you call him? Chief of Defense Staff. That was, it's in October here. He was kind of relieved of his...
he retired.
Yes. Did he retire according to his... Don't worry, let's not go there. He was relieved of his appointment or his whatever, because it was also a political appointment. Now, just yesterday he was creamed and he is now the Minister of Defense. Very good and fine. Very good and fine. Something is behind it. And I'm sure it's going to work out well. I made a statement here some years ago. If you as a governor, a government want to appoint people into offices, if I am an accountant, I should be able to work in the Finance Commission. You should not take me as an accountant and put me in the medical section. What do I have to do? The Minister the Minister of Defense, Federal, a former governor who, what he knows best is farm, is brought in to handle a military force he has no knowledge of. Don't tell me how do I know this. Because when he was a governor, the best he was doing is to negotiate with bandits.
You cannot substantiate.
No, that is what I said.
Yes, you
will tell me don't.
But
go back to history. Go back to history. And it's still happening till tomorrow.
It just happened. It can be. Part of what you saw came out from Kirby issue. The change you saw came out from Kirby issue.
Okay, so Dr. Emeka, thank you. Let's also get the thought of Maxwell. The way forward now. We've identified that there's a problem staring us in the face, insecurity.
Now, the problem,
yes, the
how
way
to
out
come
now.
out of it is that, first of all, let government learn to take the role of a leader, what enough with responsibility. Now, an average Nigeria is a very simple guy. We just want to see someone who will just take that move and everybody follow. That's why when you find out that when they take the wrong move, you have thousands doing it times 3. So when they also take the right move, you will have more than 1,000 doing it times 3. So that's Nigeria, because we are smart guys.
Okay.
We are smart guys. But why am I saying this? I'm saying this because we've seen where government give us the wrong narrative. And that narrative becomes an issue for us. Till tomorrow you heard how Senate, the debate in Senate, and the question we have asked, if people were released from bandits or kidnappers, they were not killed in Kwara, in Kebbi, in Niger, what happened? Because we didn't hear that one bandit was killed.
Or arrested.
Is it that they just free, and they now suddenly become Father Christmas? So automatically government has shown to us another dimension which is not okay security-wise. Never okay security-wise. They just showed to Nigeria. So what that means is even better to just legalize weapon so that all of us just start having weapon rather than negotiating with bandits. I prefer you legalize ammunition for us to be using than discussing with bandits. So this whole issue is just somehow. So when I hear the Senate discussing it and everything, and the world is looking at them, I was worried. So the way forward, all we just need, we need someone who can just show that leadership. What I was expecting, yes, in fairness, that thing has nothing to do with the president. But he gave an order. You people rescue these people. And the order he gave, yes, they rescue. But it was later probably they fed him with the procedure they took in releasing the children. While we appreciate the release of those children not being hurt but we also understand that the community, the world is a community. And any little thing you do, because all these bandits, they are not sponsored by one person. No. Do you know what it takes to feed? Can government, when we are dealing with, what's it called? IDP. Was government able to sustain IDP? To feed 200 persons in a day, do you know what it takes? Or to even feed just 20 persons every day, do you know what it takes? Talk less of having over 5,000 bandits in one place and everything. Those people that you see, they are orchestrated not just by why we believe that there are 1 or 2 persons involved, but these people, they are being sponsored by multinationals as well as different countries, infiltrating into your government, creating crisis for your government, for your country, so that their country can strive. So I think we should be systematic enough to understand that not until we nip the source, all these things will not solve.
Thank
I
you.
think it's high time we nip the source.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Maxwell. We'll come back to you, but we'll quickly take a break now. The program is 60 Minutes Nigeria. After this break, we will be having the concluding part of our discussion. Thanks for being a part of 60 Minutes Nigeria. Your concluding remarks, Dr. Ekuga?
Let me challenge Mr. President and Nigerians. If an American lost one soul, it's like all Americans are killed. If Mr. President can come up with this formula, no one soul should be lost in Nigeria through insurgency. I think it will go down deep in the heart of many people. Keeping silent won't be the best. Or striking from the back won't also be the best. Now, give the military all the support they need to go into war over insurgency. And also the youth that has decided to use through courtesim and whatever to be killing themselves, go and show your muzzle. Join them to be recruited. Don't stay idle. Join this recruitment exercise. Use your muzzle you used to kill an innocent person to go and fight for your nation. It is very important. And I want to also add this to all we've been saying, both in the state, both in the local government, federal. State policing is very important. If you watch very well, I'm sorry, it may not go down well to so many listeners and those who are following us. Everything that happened, you target to Fulani. But I tell you the truth, it's not every kidnapping and killing that is Fulani. In our communities, most of the boys hide under the Fulani canopy and they do these evils. Most of the boys in the community, they kidnap people in their community because it is a rat that is in the house that we go out to tell the one outside that there is fish in the kitchen.
Thank you very much. And I need to quickly clear the air on that Fulani, they are an ethnic group in Nigeria. And it is wrong for anybody to give their appellation. The Fulani are good people. The Fulani are our brothers. We should love them. And I believe the Fulani also love us. Let's encourage one Nigeria. Some places are committing crime and they are attributing it to one particular ethnic group. That's what Dr. Eko has just said. So I told you on this program before, I stayed in Katsina State and I had a good relationship there. One Nigeria. Well, let's get the concluding remarks of Dr. Maxwell Osage.
General Rababi,
the
former chief of Army Staff,
yes,
few days ago was live on TV, and a question was put to him, which was a bit divided into four. And they said, what is the greatest challenge of the force if divided into four? Equipment, both on the ground, intelligence, and procedure, which is the most hit part that is making Nigerian army not to work well. It's a foot on the ground, which has to do with recruitment. Key. That's why I said let them just do. Secondly, he said equipment. And he made it clear that the equipment being used by these people, when they talk about drone, the kind of drone that they are using is just to go front check and everything. We are moved past that. So the point I want to beg is this. Government needs to take responsibility of showing us the light, and every Nigeria will follow.
Thank you.
Like what, I'm coming, sir. I'm sorry. Like what you see in Edo State, where we expected something better. When we were seeing this Edo State security network team in the previous government, they work better without working with the police. But what we are seeing now is that the police are using them as a puppet. is now collecting money. They are using them to commit all manner of things that are not a bit okay. I think the governor need to look into that. There is nothing wrong when you make a decision and you look at the model is not working. You adjust it and let it work for you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being a part of the program 60 Minutes Nigeria. I believe you've enjoyed this week's edition. The team behind, led by the engineering and of course the PD, the Peter Umaoge, they are doing a great job behind the scene. And of course, next week we'll be with you again. Bye-bye.